Sometimes your toughest year ends up being your biggest setup. On today's episode 31 of Sculpt N Create, I'm rocking with Matt B, an R&B soul and southern soul artist out of Sandy Run, South Carolina. Now, what I really appreciate about this conversation, it wasn't just about music. It was about the journey. Matt's been at this for 15 years, balancing 12-hour swing shifts, family, bills, real life, and still showing up as an independent artist. He talks about how losing his grandmother, who believed in his voice before anybody else, was the turning point that made him take this serious. And from there, it's been grind mode. We get into the real side of being independent. Money, visuals, marketing, content. You know, the stuff people don't talk about when they just see the finished product. We talk creative process, staying humble, staying consistent, and how even in one of his toughest years personally, he still landed booking, streaming, and new opportunities. Plus, he's not just making music. He's writing kids' books, stepping into acting, and even bringing a mascot bear to his shows to connect with the crowd. So if you're building something while juggling real life, this one's gonna resonate. Let's get into it. And while you're listening, make sure you hit subscribe or follow and drop a comment with your biggest takeaways from the episode. Welcome to Sculpt N Create, where fitness fuels creativity and helping artists, entertainers, and creators towards their journey on their physical, personal, and career growth. I'm your host, Trey the Fit Artist, and who I got with me today is Matt B. He's a R&B soul and southern soul artist. Welcome to the show, Matthew. Matt, I'm looking at your thing. Yeah.
It's all good. Hey, I get that a lot too, man. What's going on? What's going on with it?
All right, man, it's all good. Man, I'm glad you can make it to the show, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so before we really get into it, man, let everybody know how they can follow Matt, where they can listen to your music and book you and so on and so forth. Set your links out.
My Instagram is Matt B the Singer. My Facebook is Matthew Williams. They both tie in together. All my music is on Apple, any major platform. You can just type in Matt B, Stepping Boots, or Matt B, Don't Want to Leave. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube is the same thing, Matt B the Singer. I just dropped a brand new video, really dope. Okay. So, y'all check that out, man. Like, comment, and subscribe,
okay.
man.
Okay, that was up. Y'all check Matt out. All right, so you say you just dropped a video to Stepping Boots?
No, Don't Want to Leave. That's one of my R&B joints. Yeah.
Don't Want to Leave. Okay. All right, cool, man. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So where you coming from, man?
Gaston, South Carolina, man. Small town called Sandy Run.
Cool. I'm here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
So I already know about it, how it is. You know how it is in the South and so forth. So so as we said, you R&B soul artists and so forth. So tell us more about that, like you know, what type of music you make, you know, your content, the style, so on and so forth. Tell us about that a little bit.
You know, Matt B for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the people. So, you know, I love giving everybody, you know, what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like it's wintertime right now, but you know, they want to hear that good R&B. You know what I'm saying? But I like the up-tempo, fun music, you know, dancing, something you can step to.
Okay.
And I just like being overall. I just like being versatile. You know what I'm saying? You never know what I'm gonna come out with. So I'm just you know, just being so creative.
Yeah, I got you. Definitely, for the few songs that I did hear, you can definitely hear that. Being from the South, and you say you're R&B artist, I definitely heard, of course, your content. I definitely heard elements of not only the R&B, I heard country, and also a little bit of blues. If not take the rhythm out of it, a little bit of blues too as well. Yeah. Is that the right assumption, you know, for your inspiration in your music? Okay. All right, that's what's up, man. So definitely, man, so how long have you been making music for?
Oof, man, probably about 15 years, man. 15 years.
15 years? Okay, man. And I bet that been a ride, man. So did you always start out in R&B, or like it just developed into that, or?
I started off with R&B, and then just kind of try to merge myself into the Southern Soul genre, but keep my R&B style, you know what I'm saying, mix the two together, you know what I'm saying. That's what makes me different from the rest.
Yeah. Okay, definitely. Do they listen to a lot of blues out there in South Carolina and so forth?
Man, that's all they play now, man.
Okay, that was up, man. I mean, the reason why I asked that because I'm like, in Mississippi, man. You know, that's where the blues
Yeah.
come from. You got BB King, you know, from here, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not a big blues fan, but my dad was. All his my aunties, they from Alabama, and he from Alabama and so forth. So, you know, that's what they were listening to. Now it is a few joints like Johnny Taylor and everything that
Mhm.
I liked it
Yeah.
growing up, and then a funny story. You know, I don't know whose son that. I think Big Fat Woman.
Mhm.
And Booger Bear and everything. That was a one that, from my childhood memory that I remember growing up and everything.
Yeah.
I like, what is a Booger Bear? And my mom and dad would laugh. You know what I'm saying? When I asked that, they didn't want to tell me what that was. They didn't want to tell me what that was and so forth. And then when I got older, I figured it out. I was like, oh, that's what it was. And I wonder why they were laughing and so forth. But yeah, so definitely, man, I definitely feel you on that. So what got you into making music, like and singing and so forth, and even
I
why
always
you
had a
even chose that genre?
yeah. I always had a passion for music, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking it back when I was just little, man, singing the Temptations in the living room with my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Then
Uh huh.
I joined the chorus team in school, and everybody like, man, you really can sing, man. You need to, probably take it a little farther than what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm,
I did that and started going to the studio when I was like 18 for the first time. To really get my feet wet, recording my first record, and
mm,
came out good. But definitely, I can tell the development
mm.
and the progress I
Okay.
went through. Yeah, so that's how I got into it, man. Just always singing and staying consistent. You know what I'm saying? And people giving
Okay.
me honest feedback, like, man, you really can sing. So that turned me up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, especially I can feel you on that, especially when somebody coming to you and you didn't really see it yourself, and then they
Yeah.
tell you, and then you look into it. Oh, this is what they sing, and then
Hmm.
that definitely put even more of a barrier in your back to keep pursuing it and so forth. So
Hmm.
I feel you on that. So what made you like I said, you says you always been doing R&B, but what made you want to do the decision in R&B? Was it just because that's a style of music you like the most? I know for me, when I made music, hip hop was the thing for me, so that's why I went into hip hop. So I'm curious to like how people go into when they choose R&B and so forth. I think about like Chris Brown. Uh, he he was talking about, you know, he wanted to rap, but they told him to do R&B.
Yeah. I started out rapping too. Everybody was like, no, bro,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. They're like, no, not with a voice like that, man. You
okay,
sing, bro. Yeah, so but I always listen to I think Chris Brown, Sammy, like Genuine, R. Kelly.
uh,
Yeah, Pretty
mm,
P, all them boys, man, they I learned from them. So you know what I'm saying? So that what made me want to
mm,
continue to sing and get better. Drew Hill, that's my favorite R&B group. You know what I'm saying? Drew Hill,
yeah, oh yeah,
Love
uh,
Jodeci, you know what I'm saying? Silk. So much the name, but
okay,
you know the vibe, yeah. That 90s, yeah.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, nine. Oh yeah, and that's evident in that. Let me. I'm gonna pull the song up. What you
Yeah.
had did.
Cause I was in the group,
Let
so
me
I know
see.
how it is, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay, you in what group particular?
we were we was in high school. We was, it was called Heaven Sent, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? But
okay. Okay. I got you. Yeah, so I said that the evident that you was that these R&B scene was your influence in your music.
yeah.
So that Friday weekend joint, yeah, you definitely referenced
Oh yeah,
a couple
yeah,
of joints up in there and everything like
yeah.
that. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, cool. So I heard all that. So I definitely especially with the what's the one, the Friday song. It's Friday night.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah, yeah,
that dude, Montel Jordan and everything. I hear her elements and everything of that part in there when you were saying Friday and stuff like that. You can hear it and so forth. No, okay, and so but yeah, man. Now, but yeah, so you've been doing it 15 years and so forth. So like, what sort of things like that? During this time that you from the start to now, can you see the progress and then what things started to happen once you
Oh
start
yeah,
getting
yeah.
into it and so forth?
Yeah. I definitely see the progress, man. I really got back into it heavy this year in March, man. I did a competition going against 65 artists and I ended up winning first place. So that
Okay.
really that really turned me up and And after that show, I got bookings like crazy all year, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Still got those, to this day. From March to now, still got shows. Um, man, it's just
Okay.
been a blessing, man. My streams done went up, man. Got like 10K streams. That was crazy.
Okay. Okay.
And so that was real big.
That
And I
was up.
definitely seen the progress, man. So I'm gonna continue to keep going strong and being consistent every day with it.
Okay. And it's cool. I'm glad everything working out and so forth. And it's cool to, highlight those successes and achievements and so forth. But also, I would like to shine a light on like the struggle. So, like people who may be starting into the music, thinking about getting into the music, can you talk about what struggles that you may have went through, and then maybe some something that you went through that maybe they can avert in going forward in their career.
Oh man, music all by itself is a journey. I'm saying money issues, it take money to do this music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get visual,
Oh
you got
yeah,
to
most definitely.
picture, fits. You know what I'm saying? You got to look good. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So all that stuff, man, play a part in it. So then personal
Yeah.
issues, life's
Right.
work.
Right.
But I worked swing shifts, 12-hour shifts, rotating swing shifts. So to keep doing music and try to
Okay.
balance all that and being a firefighter on top of that, that's rough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so man, so it's never easy. It's definitely a strong journey. You know what I'm saying? So if I
Yeah.
can do it,
Oh yeah.
anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got kids, you got to balance all that stuff out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
definitely wasn't easy. It
So
definitely wasn't easy.
yeah, and oh yeah, oh yeah. Like I agree. Like I said, I'm in the developing and researching stages of mine. I got quite a few songs written up and so forth. But when I got into it, all I thought it was just to write the song, then then release it. But then I looked at it like, nah, this a whole business. You got to do and so forth. So it's a lot of money that you got to put into it, studio time, buying a beat, and then paying the distribution and all that stuff like that. So it's a lot to go
Yeah.
into it. And then you got to have some kind of marketing plan to get your music out. You just can't put nothing out
That's the hardest part.
and expect it to
Marketing is the
blow up.
hardest part.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that, and like I said,
recording is
then
the easy part.
navigating. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Then navigating the stuff outside of that, like you said before, family, having a job, and doing it at a high and pushing forward, it definitely can be it deter you in a certain way and have you and you ain't seeing a return so quickly. So yeah, definitely. So I commend you on keeping it going 15 years strong and so
yeah.
forth. So and with that, can you talk about that? Because some people think they just they can't work their job. Everybody got their different cars that they dealt. It just depends on what route they need to go. But now, if the route is that they have to work to get to where they need to do in a dream, then so be it. Can you speak to that? Like how that were you able to balance those things, working the job, having kids and family and so forth?
You gotta really want it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really want
Okay.
it. That's gonna that's gonna take you further than anything when you show that you really want it and show the people that you really want it. And all it takes is to
Hmm.
do content, man. You can do the simplest thing, man, and people gonna watch you. The people knows it. You know what I'm saying? But they just want to see you
Yeah.
and see what you do and see your lifestyle, and that would help me. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So, yeah, man,
Okay.
that's just how it goes, bro. I'm still figuring it out myself.
I believe like it's always a work in progress. You always learning. It ain't like you know it all. It's always, and then everything is constantly changing. That you still got to learn something new in that field. Like you just said with the social media and so forth. People back then when people were making music, they had to have like some kind of, even in movies, they had to have some kind of mystery to them, where they weren't getting oversaturated and so forth, and they had to have people to miss them before they release something or to release a single or release that album. But now we in a different era where the social media era where people want to know who you are before they really invest into you, before they buy that product from you, before they get that music from you, listen to that music that you got going and so forth. So definitely that speaks to that. So like what do you do that you let people into your world to know your personality, to know who Matt B is and so forth. So what kind of things do you do in that regard?
I like to like when I have shows, man, I show people love back. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
On my media, I be a comment. I just try to make sure I try to comment back to a lot of my fans. You know what I'm saying? Show them that I really appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? They the real reason.
Oh yeah. Okay, definitely, man. Yeah, and I think that's very important too as well, because that's who really gonna get you. You know, that's how you really make your money. Because if nobody listening to you, then you ain't really doing that unless you putting your stuff on sync deals and stuff like that, putting it on TV shows and movies and stuff like that. But before as otherwise, other than that, you need fans, and I don't think a lot of artists realize that it's the fans that's getting them to the place that they want to be. So you got to show them love for to get that love back, But yeah, man, so let's talk about a little bit. Like I said, when I definitely read where you said your grandmother passed, and we, keeping on that journey thing, you were saying about your grandma passed, and talk about that a little bit. You said it made you even more take the music serious. But what was that transition, or why was that transition to take your music serious than it was before?
Oh man, when like I said, when I lost my grandma, that was like my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So and she was like the only one at the time that really knew I could sing because I was kind of shy to sing around everybody else. And
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
so that's what the B stand in my name. My grandma name was Beatrice. So when you see Matt B, that B stand for my grandma
Okay.
name. You know what I'm saying? But,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
but yeah, man,
That's
that
what's
just
up.
yeah.
And
'Cause
how?
when she got sick, man, she asked me why am I not doing music. I took a little break, and then I really couldn't give her no answer. So when she passed away, that just kind of got me back writing stronger and got me back into
Mhm.
doing music, and I just never stopped from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she's proud of me now.
Yeah. Most definitely. And how old were you when she
I was, I want to say 24, like
oh,
24.
24. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
All right.
35 now. So
Okay.
yeah.
Mm. Okay, that was up. And I'm sorry to hear that about your grandma, but it just be funny about how certain things transpire, whether positively and negatively impact us in certain ways, but goes into a whole nother way where we go in a positive direction. And the reason why I asked that too, because I have a similar, I would say, story to that or whatever with my grandma, but she died when I was like 6. And so I had a good relationship with her as well up until that time. And I didn't really have a knack for as my creativity. It was like really born after she passed. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it real quickly. But after she passed and so forth, I was going through. I didn't know what at the time. Nobody didn't tell me about death at this time. And I'm going through and wondering. I'm not seeing my grandma no more. Wondering what's going on. And later on, like I said, I was in ICU the whole thing, and mom think it was about grief or something like that after she passed. But like a couple years after that, after she passed, I'm in school, teacher having us write certain stuff for a project, my English teacher and so forth. And everything I was writing poems, I was writing any type of paragraph, little small essay or something like that. It was more so dedicated to my grandma.
Hmm.
Teacher was like, she was like, she's like, why you writing everything to your grandma? I bust out crying, like, look, you don't tell me what I need to write about these my feelings and stuff like that. She backed off of me, but at the same time, she told my mom, I had a good talent for writing and so forth. And she was, definitely, I don't know where she is to this day, but she was saying, telling my mom she was interested in what I would become or where I'd end up at in the future and so forth. But that's where my writing ability started there through pain. And there was a way, outlet for me to express myself. And because I didn't know what my feelings was, but I was able to put it on paper. And that's when it kind of just started for me for as writing. And then later on, once I started, understanding when I got exposed to hip hop around 14, 15 years old, then I like, oh, I can put this to beats and stuff like that and everything. And that's when my love for hip hop and wanting to write rap and stuff like that came in. I didn't start doing it till later, but that's when it all started. I just said I just want to put that story out there to let you know, like, man, I understand what you're saying. And it definitely through that heartache came a blessing from it in the same time, though,
Yeah.
for your grandma. Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. Now, So what do you like? So what's next? The few songs that I sing and listen to, definitely dope. Like I said, you definitely hear those elements of country. You hear those elements of R&B, and you also hear blues too as well. But like what's next for you? Like I said, do you have any albums out and so forth? 'Cause, what I see on Apple Music, or you working towards the album, or so have you?
Yeah, yeah, definitely working on the album. Don't know when I'm gonna drop it yet. Probably gonna drop it sometime next year. I just wanna kind of
Okay,
get my fans up, you know what I'm saying, and then
okay,
really give the people something, they ready for. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of heat on the album, so you got to be ready
hmm
for that one. I'm not gonna waste that one,
okay.
so I'm just taking my
Oh, yeah,
time with it.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, because they're what I've been hearing. Like certain people I've been interviewing. Some people album first, some people do singles first, and so forth. And then what I've been hearing about the single, they like that treat that like you going at bat, and every time you doing those are swings. Every time you throw a single out there, you trying to hit a home run. And until you get that home run and people start knowing you, then that's when you switch, and then they want more music from you. Then that's when you come from an album, when they requesting the album from you. So okay, so you basically just putting those swings out there, right? That's what you're saying.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, that was up, man. Like I said, yeah, keep swinging, man. Definitely, man, and good things gonna come from it, and so forth. Like the more you put yourself out there, more you are omnipresent in a sense, and so forth. Everybody knowing about you, who you are, they gonna be knowing who Matt B is, more and more.
Yeah,
I said I also see that you say you write children books as well
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. And
I got a coloring book out. My other book just dropped yesterday.
okay,
Both of those books are on Amazon, called Step My Way, Matt B.
okay,
And
okay,
the coloring book is called Hello, I'm Matt B Coloring Book. And they're both on Amazon.
okay, okay, cool. So is it like elements of your music in there and so forth, or is it derivative
Yeah,
from that, or what?
yeah, yeah. The reading book is, yeah, you know what I'm saying, kind of just stepping your
Okay,
way to the trail ride and going through some optical dancing music. You know what I'm saying? Just a fun book for kids.
okay, okay. All right, that was up, man. And then you say you have a mascot bear and everything. What's
Yeah,
that like?
yeah. I got a mascot bear, man. You know what I'm saying? Matt be the soul bear. He cut up and dance as soon as the music drop.
Okay. Like, do you already got one where like somebody get in a suit
Yeah,
and dance when you do your music? Okay. 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 I don't think people I know remember doing that is like Nelly with the Saint Lunatics with the mask and stuff
that was
like that.
new.
They had kind of
But
like a
hey,
mascot for that.
yeah, they
Yeah.
just try
So
to bring it back,
I
man.
don't see
Try to
nobody.
be different.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the only time I remember. Now it might be some other examples out there, but that's the first thing that come to mind right now. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So I bet that do get people attention and everything. What kind of like responses you get from that?
Man, everybody love it, man. They want to always take pictures with the bear, man. So it's definitely fun. It puts smiles on people's faces, and that's what I like.
Okay, that was so why teddy bear instead of something else? Is it like the
No,
whole
uh,
aura of a teddy?
no, it was cheap. It was cheaper to get a bear. I was trying to get an actually mascot of me, but man, it was too much.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't feel like doing paying all that, man. Not yet. I ain't got it like that yet.
okay. Because I was like, you like, man, ain't no rhyme or reason. It was just cheap.
Yeah, it
Okay, I
turned out.
got you, man. Okay, I feel you. 'Cause I was about to ask you, man. Like, okay, like you when you think of teddy bear, as a child, people love their teddy bear. You can hug up to it, and it got that R&B type of feel to it. It's, snuggles, and everything with people and stuff like that. So I guess that's what I thought it was. But you said, oh no, it ain't like that. It was just cheaper. I like, okay, cool. Like something, I guess like everything ain't gotta have a type of playing a strategy to it. Sometimes it's just practical. Sometimes, right? Hello. Okay, that was up, man. All right, so let me go ahead. Okay, so now and then I also see like so more in the works. So like you said, you doing some more books. So what's in the pipeline for you? Like you said, more books, and then you said acting in movies and so forth. So talk to me about those two things there.
Yeah, I've been working on acting. Supposed to be in a movie coming up soon, man. So that's gonna be a blessing. Ready, great. Definitely ready for that opportunity. Think we're gonna be start shooting in February next year. Ready for that, and I got
Okay.
one more reading book for kids coming out. I think it's gonna drop on Christmas Eve, and I'm just gonna campaign it and give out some books, you know what I'm saying, to the kids, and you know what I'm saying, 'cause, I gave out a lot, 10 books at my show Friday, free. So you know, I was like the first 10 kids come to the table, they get a free book, man. Them books went going in like 15 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That was up. So definitely that mean young and older, adults and so forth, gravitating to you. So that's a good thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely having a wide fan base on both sides of the spectrum and everything. Not a lot of artists have that, and it's just in one lane or one demographic. So yeah, so you capturing it and putting a little bit of your music, your aura, your style and stuff like that into your coloring books. That's dope, man. I don't see a lot of artists doing that either as well. So yeah, so that's a very very creative right there. What's the movie about?
It's a documentary movie, so you know it's about South Carolina independent artists, trying to make it.
Okay. 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 All right. So it's more so like artists of all kinds, or particular
Yeah.
artists in industry.
Okay.
Artists of all kinds. Okay. All right. So that's cool. I think that's something that need to be shining a light on, for as the independent route, for as artists making music and so forth. Because I think a lot of folks don't really know where to start and and also not only how to start, but the ups and downs that it takes. So what's going on, and so they be able to kind of shine a light on what's going on and how the industry works, so people can make a even more informed decision. Because I was talking to Shonda about this yesterday. And people go into when they go into making music and so forth, they bright eyed, bushy tailed, and they just want to make music, and they just got this dream, but they don't understand everything that comes with it and so forth. So I think once they understand that more, they can make a more informed decision that this is really what I want to do, and they won't be blindsided once they get in and everything. Do you agree with that? Okay. Like, what sort of type of things would you tell artists, like when they starting out, like what they should do and how to start, and what thing they should look out for?
Um, don't you gonna get your feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? You gotta don't focus on the negative, man. You know what I'm saying? But the negative is really a good thing. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Because like
Mm-hmm.
everybody don't like my music. Sometimes I get negative comments, but that just fuel me up. That turned me up. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't want to just hear
Right.
everybody. Oh, I love it. I love it. No, I want to hear the bad too. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and that's what you got to go through. So, if you can handle that, you'll have no problem in your journey.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and music is very subjective, so not everybody gonna like your music, and particular songs you put out, not everybody gonna like that particular song. So yeah, you gotta have that. I would say that grit and that thick skin to be able to take that constructive criticism, and stuff like that. Yeah. And so are you fully independent, or are you working with a label, or what's the case?
I'm independent.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. Okay, and do you like what's the goal? Like what's in the next I ain't gonna say next 5 years, but like in the future, like what's the goal? Are you planning like to sign with a label? You gonna stay independent, or what's
I probably
around the horizon for you?
it all depends on what they talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? I like all my money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't know, man. It has to be a big label where I know I'm protected and I'm well taken care of. Cause I've been my job pay me good, so
Mhm.
I know about having money. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not doubling that what I'm making at my job, then I don't, I can just stay independent and keep doing it on my own.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But yeah, most definitely. And like I said, you hear all these horror stories about these artists that we grew up with and love, man. Years later, saying now they going back and saying where they royalties are, where they stuff like that, and they
Yeah,
don't got messed over for as they music, for as they the checks and stuff that they supposed to be getting, or the money they supposed to be getting.
yeah,
So yeah, it's a and it's like they don't really even care about you. But and then I look at it on both sides, like on the entrepreneur side, the business side. You see where they coming from, but like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do them like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then so yeah, so it's crazy. So yeah, definitely I hear a lot of people talk about the independent route, and definitely when I make my music, I want to learn how to do it more independent since I'm already in the business mindset of it anyway. So that's how I'm approaching it as I get into it. Then the hobby and the love of it, the fun of it, comes second. But yeah, as I get into it now, I guess back to the music. What is your creative process like? I like to hear how artist processes is. And like when you approach a song, like when you looking for a beat, or are you just looking for a certain like inspiration to hit, or you got something in mind, something you don't went through, and then you just put it to a song, and what's your structure like when you're making the song?
Man, it's pretty. Yeah, I just like to listen to the beat
Hmm.
probably about 15 to 20 times, man, and see what comes up. Then
Hmm.
I'll sing over it and I'll send it to a couple people. And then sometimes they say, hey, yeah, that's the one. I'll say, okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll finish it and keep doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or if they're like, no, you need to do this to it. I'll take people advice too, write music. So,
Okay.
yeah, so it all depends.
Okay.
It's so many ways I'm creative with it, but I like to listen to the beat a few times, get right, and
Okay.
make the music fun, clean, and make sure it's something people want to listen to. Like,
Okay.
cause
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got a picky ear about music too, so I'm a picky artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't
Hmm.
sound right, I'm like, no, because my attention span ain't. Yeah, you got a good 45, 50 seconds with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we know. Yeah, but that's what it is.
Okay. Do you? I feel you on that, and yeah, in these days and time, like when you think about hip hop, you remember like, or even R&B, and the back before we was growing up, even a little bit before we were growing up, R&B, like the song would take about 2 minutes before they even even get into the singing and so forth. It ain't like that now, like especially with hip hop, they want the song to be about
Yeah,
2 minutes
they want to
long.
hear what you got.
Yeah,
As soon as the beat drop, they want to hear what you got.
yeah, and that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to that we got to get certain people attention and everything like that. Then I think is there a certain demographic too? Do it all boil down to that? Like if it's a certain type of people, like okay, these type of people you might be navigating towards and so forth. They might be the people who would take time to listen, or this type of demographic they want that stuff popcorn. Do you take that in consideration, or you just do one type of structure or approach to your music when you're making?
No, I don't know how many are trying to say it the right way.
So what?
I'm trying to
Okay,
say it right.
go ahead, take it.
Yeah. Answer that question one more time. Let me get it right.
So when you so this is how I'm thinking when I'm approach to it. I'm gonna have a particular type of people that I'm looking to reach. Now, what are these people like to listen to? How do they like to listen
Oh
to
yeah,
music?
yeah. I got you now. I got you now. Yeah, but yeah. I pretty much know what they like now. You know what I'm saying? They like my music, so I'm gonna always put some extra sauce on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I kind of try to stay in the lane that they love.
Okay.
Like the Friday weekend joint. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Hmm.
classic song. I haven't even started campaigning that one yet.
Okay.
Old and young generations are gonna like that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
And that was a song that was just out the blue. I'm like, man, everybody got a Friday song, but they don't have a Friday song that sounds like that. That sounds like some 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Right.
that's really my
Okay.
lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of showing my versatility. You know what I'm saying? In the
Hmm.
music genre. So that's what I'm just perfecting right now.
Okay.
And it kind of gave me a better way of how I approach my music
Hmm.
because I know what the people like now and I know what they want to hear. They're missing that because everybody's here with this trail ride stuff, but I'm slowly coming back on the other side and they're looking at me
Yeah.
like, well, who's he? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I'm ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to stay doing the same thing everybody else doing. I like to be different. And I,
Right. Right.
and that's why people, love Matt B.
Okay, yeah, and definitely the song where you say "I am Matt B," I'm the when they want to have a good time,
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
one that they turn on and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I feel you on that, and so definitely want to have that replay value. Like who that was, telling the DJ say, yeah, man, turn that back up, or play that back. Who that was, and stuff like that. So you definitely want that, and especially when somebody want to vibe, they out having a cookout, 4th of July, family reunion and stuff like that. Yeah, you want them feels and them vibes like that and everything. So yeah, I feel you on that. So now you did mention, you said you some certain people, when you're in the room, when you're making the music and so forth, that they like, okay, do it this way, do it that way. Now it's a stigma with hip hop artists and so forth, where we got to write our own music, and so forth. So in R&B and blues, country and stuff like that, other artists write their songs for them and stuff like that, and they just capture their essence is the song that they want to have. Do you write all your own songs, or do you get other songs from other people and everything like that?
Oh yeah, I pretty much write all my music. I really
Hmm.
go in the studio, man. I punch in and I catch the vibe. You
Okay,
know what I'm
punch
saying?
in. Okay,
Yeah, I catch
okay.
the vibe, man. Cause I go to the studio with a lot of people, so they in there with me. They're like, "Nah, that ain't it, bro. Do it again."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, all
Right,
right,
right.
bro. Yeah, so yeah, that's normally how my sessions go. I punch in now. It come out better. It's
Mm.
natural versus reading the lyrics off your phone or notebook, man. It is when you punch in, it comes out natural. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I get you with saying that visceral reaction, whatever you feeling at the moment and stuff like that or whatever. Okay, I get you on that, and then especially now when you put it that way, you making music for people to feel good. That definitely can be more of an approach too as well, and everything like that. Now, when hip hop sometimes it can get analytical, like it's a certain point you're trying to convey, so you gotta like make sure, like, hey, is I'm saying this right? Is this accurate information? Stuff like that. So now, if you trying to make somebody move and dance a certain way and feel a certain way, I can see that too. It being a more visceral reaction, especially when it's a slow jam or a party jam and stuff like that. Okay, I definitely feel you on that. And for when you're making your music, so to speak, and so forth. All right, so now, yeah, so what I want to ask now. So, like, we've been talking about a couple of things. Is there anything else that we haven't discussed that you want to talk about today?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything, man. You know what I'm saying? For the artists, upcoming artists, man, just keep, pushing and doing what you got to do, man. Stay consistent. Don't focus on the negative, man. Just stay humble and just go through
Uh-huh.
your obstacle course, man. Just go through it. I promise you, you got a blessing on the other side of it. Tell you, because I'm witnessing it right
Uh-huh.
now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't stop, and this was one of my worst. This was one of my worst years, my toughest years in my whole life. And I have gotten book shows, paid shows, and big opportunities with big artists and on it. And I got opportunity to be on the platform with them. So I'm telling you, this is one of my worst years. I'm telling you, in my whole life,
Uh-huh.
like
Okay.
bills, you know what I'm saying, family, uh, job, you know what I'm saying, man, all that took a part of what I went through to get to my music. You know what I'm saying? That's what God blessed me with.
Hmm.
If I got through this, I'm gonna definitely bless you. You know what I'm saying? That was this is my testimony.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And yeah, like I said, I think they need to hear that more and more. Where that it is gonna be up and downs. It's not gonna all be sunshines and rainbows and stuff like that. Gonna go through hardships. I don't care what level of success you get to. Once you get to there, it's gonna be ups and downs in their success. So every level have its challenges, and they have to understand that. So yeah, definitely telling them to keep going is one thing. So like out of everything that we talked about today, what would you say that what will be the biggest takeaway that people can get from this conversation here?
Biggest takeaway.
Everything we talked about, or if you don't want to say just a biggest takeaway, what would you say to the artists out there? Like you said some things, but like what would you say to the aspiring artists out there, or the people who are in it already? What would you say to them that they should do in their quest, or that they're in the industry and so forth?
Oh man, just stay humble.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing, man. I've been around a lot of artists that go through the simplest thing and they crash out. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
now they don't want to do music no more. I'm like, bro, that's the easy part. You gotta,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just stay humble, man, and put in the work. You got to put in the
Yeah.
work, and they're not gonna tell you this, but it takes money to get to the next level.
Mm.
Get your visuals out, put your content out. They want to see content. We can drop the most music in the world. If you don't got no visuals, they don't want to. They don't want to hear it or see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got to say.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's good advice as well. Like I said, you said visuals. Like I said, what we were talking about earlier, uh, showing up. Being on social media, letting people know who you are. You gotta really like show up and show who you are. It's not just how it was. You can put the music out and then expect people to find it that way. Ain't how folks find the music nowadays. They find the stuff throughout. They doing a TikTok dance. You know what I'm saying? They hearing your music and stuff like that or whatever. So you really got to be in front of them. Like, why is Matt B? Who is he about that I need to listen to his music and so forth. And then once they know who you is and like who you are, they can feel your music a whole lot more better. He making his music. It sound like how I was when I grew up, and I'm from the South and stuff like that. So you got to be relatable too as well. So I definitely, man, that's good advice. And definitely, people that's starting or in your juncture of your career should take advice from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so definitely, man. Okay, cool. So, man, before we get out of here, man, let everybody know again where they can find you, listen to your music, if they want to book you for some shows, however the case, let them know. Shout out one more time.
All right. My Facebook is Matthew Williams. That's 2 T's in Matthew Williams. Matt B the Singer is my Instagram. My YouTube is Matt B the Singer as well. Check out my music, man. My books are on Amazon. Step My Way by Matthew Williams and Hello, I'm Matt B Coloring Book. Both of those books are on Amazon, and all my music is on all major platforms. You'll see my playlist on my pages. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can download it, put it on your playlist, man, and jam out with me.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all check Matt out and then listen to his tunes, man, and play it at your next function and so forth. All right, man. I thank you, man, for coming on the show, sharing your insight. Definitely been a blast. To the next time when you have something coming on, when you get that album out or whatever the case is, let me know, man. We'd love to have you back on the show and talking about your new current projects and so forth.
All right. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
All right, cool. All right, man. Appreciate you. All right, man. I've been your host. This has been Sculpt N Create, your host, Trader Fit Artist, and my guest, Matt B. We out of here. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to the show wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode. If you're looking for fitness coaching to help you reach your goals, want to join our animated network for fitness, guidance, collaborations, networking, and community, or are interested in being a guest on the show, check out the links in the description. Stay creative, stay fit, and we'll holler at you next time.